Right now at 6, an update to a sexual assault case in Duluth involving a local youth pastor. Why the judge denied the request to drop the charges.
Plus, first-time home buying can be intimidating, but a new program might help ease anxiety for some Duluthians.
And with the new month comes new laws in the state of Minnesota. Details on a shadow non-compete law and how it benefits workers.
Live from the KBJR TV studios, this is Northern News Now.
And we're taking a live look out at the canal this morning. It is 6 a.m. It is Wednesday, July 3rd. You can see the sun up there in the sky reflecting on the lake and not a cloud in sight. Now we got a little boat going out, enjoying the calm waters. Good morning. I'm Natalie Hefner.
And I'm Sydney Whitty. Thanks for joining us. I saw that boat and I'm so glad you brought it up because I was so excited for it because it's so sunny today and not a cloud in sight.
I know, and we had lots of clouds yesterday.
We did.
And sounds like today will be a great day. Meteorologist Tony Nargi joins us now. And Tony, we talked about last hour too, but even just like stepping out of my car at 2 in the morning, it was a little humid, but it was warm.
Yeah, that humidity can actually really help trap that, overnight heating. So we end up seeing those lows not getting down too much further than they would if it was drier out there with more radiational cooling. So only got down to the 60s last night, 63 now in Park Point, and we're looking at an excellent day today. Today's going to rock. It's going to get up to the 80s for some of us, and we'll see mostly sunny skies. 63 in Park Point, 62 in Superior, and 60 at Duluth International. And there will be a nice cool breeze to go along with it out of the west at about 10 to 20 miles per hour. Across the board, we're in the 60s everywhere except for Ely at 57. Most of us looking at those low 60s, but even once you get into Ashland, 65, our warmest spot to start the morning out. And we have clear skies across the region. The only exception is this one small little shower that we were tracking out across International Falls. Not even sure if you can see it here on my board, but that has since moved off east. International Falls now reporting sunny skies. So we'll continue to see sunny skies throughout the morning hours through midday. It's not until the late afternoon when we start to see a line of some convection form, some showers, and perhaps some low-end, non-severe thunderstorms forming late this afternoon, and that will be north of the Twin Ports into the Iron Range, as well as out towards Itasca County and into the Arrowhead of Minnesota. Those dissipate before they push much further south, so looking dry into Duluth and points south throughout the day today. Going into the 4th of July, everyone's been keeping an eye on this forecast. Chance of showers south of the Twin Ports, about a 20% chance of showers into Duluth with mostly cloudy skies, looking a lot more dry than we had previously thought, looking back at our Monday forecast. Now, for our day planner at 3 p.m., getting up to 79 with mostly sunny skies. Overall, great day out there today. Might be a beach day, guys.
It might be another beach day.
Yes.
I know you hit it this weekend, so I might have to go this time.
I know. I hit the beach both days this weekend, too, and it was cloudy on Saturday, so I need to make up for that day of lost sun. So we're trying to get that tan
Did you
going.
go to Park Point with
Park
your new
Point,
beach
yeah.
chair?
New beach
How's the backpack working?
The backpack goes right on. It's perfect.
Yeah, I don't think you'll be the only person out there.
No, I think it'll be pretty packed today, yeah.
Yeah, I think so, too. Alrighty, thank you, Tony.
Thank you.
New details this morning on the sexual assault charges a former Duluth youth pastor faces.
From the KBJR TV studios, Natalie Hefner, Sydney Whitty, and First Alert Weather with meteorologist Tony Nargi on Northern News Now.
Many items come to port here in Duluth, but recently one thing seems to turn more heads than most.
Yeah, curious drivers may have noticed the large white structures on the frontage roads when driving the I-35 in Duluth. Northern News Now's Madison Green tells us what they are and why they could become a familiar sight for Duluthians in the future.
Those large tube-like structures you see driving on I-35.
Live from the KBJR TV studios, this is Northern News Now.
Good morning, I'm Sydney Whitty. There's an old expression about Duluth's port where rail meets sail. That's exactly the case for a recent product that has found its way to the Twin Ports. You may have noticed the huge white wind turbine blades by the water when driving on I-35. The 260-foot turbine blades are carried in by ships from all over the world to then be transported by rail to other parts of the country. Since the first wind energy cargo arrived in the Duluth Superior Port in 2005, Seaway Port Authority leaders say it has become a growing hub for this kind of shipment. So far, the Twin Ports has seen 5 shipments of wind turbines, and they're on track to see the most this year.
And mostly sunny skies today. A chance of some afternoon showers and thunderstorms north of the Twin Ports, into and south of the Twin Ports, staying mostly sunny and dry throughout the day today. Getting up to 79 by 3 p.m. Winds out of the west at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Great day today. And 4th of July not looking too bad. Getting up to 75 by 2 p.m. Mostly cloudy skies with isolated shower chances in the afternoon and evening time. And 7-day forecast warming up by Saturday.
Right now at noon, what you need to know ahead of holiday travel and when your commute will be the busiest for driving and flying. Plus, after some of the worst flooding in state history, what flooding relief is coming to communities affected and how the state and federal government are helping Minnesotans. Plus, first-time home buying can be intimidating, but a new program might help ease anxiety for some Duluthians.
Live from the KBJR TV studios, this is Northern News Now.
Good afternoon and thanks for joining us. I'm Sydney Whitty. Paul is off today. The July 4th travel crush is underway with over 70 million Americans hitting the roads and skies amid record-breaking passenger traffic. NBC's Priya Sridhar has more.
If you're planning on going to the airport today,
Hello, everybody. Welcome into Northern Life here with Ryan. I'm Briggs. Thank you for joining us as we are now just one day away from the 4th of July holiday celebrations. Yeah. Oh, I can't wait. This is one of my favorite holidays the entire year. It actually might be my favorite
Really?
holiday. It is.
Over Christmas, over Thanksgiving, New Year's, Valentine's Day,
Arbor Day.
Arbor Day.
You name it. I just love a good summer holiday, one that encourages you to like get outside and enjoy what's hopefully a sunny day. We've seen our share of cold 4th of Julys lately, but this year's shaping out to be looking not so bad. So I'm excited. We're going over to...
Right now at 4, Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar spends the day up north describing how new federal funding will help the Northland rebound from flooding damage. Plus, President Biden sits down with Democratic governors tonight trying to reassure them after his recent debate performance. And it's been a busy year for Duluth's Bayfront Festival Park, even before tonight's big party with Hairball.
Live from the KBJR TV studios, this is Northern News Now.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Ryan Half.
And I'm Kendall Jarbo. Thanks for joining us. Northland cities are still rebuilding after one of the worst flooding events in Minnesota history just 2 weeks ago. In order to help areas most impacted, Governor Tim Walz recently made a multi-million-dollar federal disaster declaration.
And today, U.S. Senator Amy Klobuchar was in town to get a look into how that money will help places like the city of Duluth. Northern News Now's Kara Kopp joins us live in studio with those details. Kara?
Yeah, one thing Klobuchar made clear is that across St. Louis County, cleanup efforts are going to take a while and mitigation efforts even longer.
From the KBJR TV studios, Kendall Jarbo, Ryan Half, and First Alert Weather with meteorologist Hunter McCullough on Northern News Now.
Welcome back, everybody. We're taking a live look at Glen Sheen's Pier tonight in Duluth. You can see some equipment already out there because that's where the mansion is hosting the first week of its free summer concert series. Things are going to kick off at 5 and run until 8 tonight. Father Hennepin's playing out on that pier. Concerts on the pier run each Wednesday through July and August. Meteorologist Adam Lorch is keeping track of our Independence Day forecast. We're going to hear from him later on in the show here. Heidi has the rest of the week off, so let's hand it off to Kendall, who has today's City by City.
Thanks, Ryan. Away for people on the Iron Range. All right, let's start. If you are in the Hibbing area transit rider.
Right now at 5, funding for flood-impacted communities. Senator Klobuchar makes a stop in the Northland to raise awareness for federal help. Plus, it's a busy holiday weekend at Bayfront. We'll break down the patriotic party plan for the coming days. And it was a perfect day for the beach today, but what's in store for the holiday and beyond? Adam Lorch has your First Alert forecast.
Live from the KBJR TV studios, this is Northern News Now.
Good evening, I'm Rob Coles. Dan and Briggs are off today. Thanks for joining us. Northland cities are still rebuilding after one of the worst flood events in Minnesota history happened 2 weeks ago. In order to help areas most impacted, Governor Tim Walz recently made a multi-million-dollar federal disaster declaration. And today, U.S. Senator Amy Klobuchar is getting a look at how that money is helping places like Duluth. Northern News Now's Cara Kopp joins us in studio with the latest details. Cara?
Rob, one thing Klobuchar made clear is that across St. Louis County, cleanup efforts are going to take a while and mitigation efforts even longer.
From the KBJR TV studios, Briggs LeSavage, Dan Wolf, and First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Adam Lorch on Northern News Now.
Tonight for your World in 60, Hurricane Beryl is causing significant damage as it rips through the Caribbean, now as a Category 5 storm. Beryl brought its powerful winds and storm surge to the island of Barbados.
Right now at 6, Superior City Council issues a new ordinance that may help cut down on vape use. We'll hear from one of the young people leading the effort. Plus, one of Minnesota's U.S. senators spent time touring communities impacted by flooding in our area. How much help may be on the way. And sunshine and warmth for many people today, but how long will it last? Adam Lorch has your First Alert forecast.
Live from the KBJR TV studios, this is Northern News Now.
Good evening, I'm Rob Coles. Dan and Laura have the night off. Thanks for joining us. Last night, the city of Superior passed a new zoning ordinance that will limit access to vapes, otherwise known as e-cigarettes. It's an effort some of Superior's young community members are supporting. Northern News Now's Michaela Wrench joins us in studio after learning more about the moratorium. Michaela?
Yeah, Rob, a group of students from Superior High School proposed the idea to the city board, saying how they've noticed a rise in addiction in their community and want to put a stop to it.
From the KBJR TV studios, Laura Lee, Dan Wolf, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Adam Lorch, and Sports with Alexis Beckett on Northern News Now.
Well, you can expect traffic on the roads and plenty of planes in the skies this 4th of July. And travel at the Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport was already picking up today during one of the busiest weeks of the summer for U.S. airports. Pauline Lee with our Twin Cities sister station gives us a look at what you can expect if you're flying this week.
I'm Pauline Lee at Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport talking about holiday travel this Independence Day. Expected to hit record numbers as nearly 71 million Americans are expected to travel. Well, airport travel isn't expected to peak until Friday, but here at MSP International, we're already starting to see those long lines.
Right now at 10, balloons to honor a life lost. We'll hear from loved ones of one of the victims in a fatal crash over the weekend. Plus, some of Superior's youngest residents are taking a stand against vaping. How they're doing it, coming up. And it may be warm and sunny for July 3rd, but Adam will break down what to expect on the 4th and beyond with your First Alert forecast.
Live from the KBJR TV studios, this is Northern News Now.
Good evening, I'm Rob Coles. Thanks for joining us. 2 people were killed in a head-on crash just outside of Superior Sunday morning. According to the Douglas County Sheriff's Office, 30-year-old Stephanie Weller of Duluth and 21-year-old Dustin Ruel of Foxborough died at the scene. Northern News Now's Jeffrey McClure met one of the families in Billings Park today at a special gathering to honor a life cut tragically short. Visitors to Bayfront. And still to come, funding for flood-impacted communities. Senator Klobuchar makes a stop in the Northland to raise awareness for federal help. Plus, how homeowners can protect Minnesota's waterways by reducing stormwater runoff.
From the KBJR TV studios, Laura Lee, Dan Wolf, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Adam Lorch, and Sports with Alexis Beckett on Northern News Now.